Hey, it's Alyssa, back with another Animal Crossing speed paint video. In this week's video, I'm working on a very fall, autumny themed piece and talking about the end of the autumn season and how exciting it is to be finally getting into the winter season. So let's get started. I typically don't play the full intro for these Animal Crossing commission videos because these are a little bit shorter, more bite-sized videos, I feel. But I wanted to play the full intro just to show you the fall art for hopefully the last time that I'll be using the fall art of me in the Animal Crossing style. I have to work on a winter version of that for the next intro that I use the full intro for. So I'll have a wintry, Christmassy type one ready to go for the rest of this season now that we're leaving fall. But I wanted to get this video up because this is a commission I had done for a client. You can get one like this, by the way, by filling out the form that's linked in the description below. There's a Google form you can fill out. So I worked on this commission a little while ago and I really like how it came out, and it has this very warm autumn feeling to it, of course, with the autumn tree as well as the yellow background I end up putting in it. And it kind of matches up with the video that I posted yesterday about staying comfy and cozy with the sweaters and all that kind of stuff. So this is a cute commission I worked on several months ago for a client who reached out via the form that I have linked in the description below and wanted some artwork of their cats, Piper, the one up front reading the book, and of Kimba. And Piper has some really unique markings on her face. I guess the original owner had named her Bert because of the quote-unquote mustache type pattern that she has on her face. But I think Piper is a much more fitting and adorable name for this cat. And I just like the name Kimba for a pet. I just think it's really cute. So these two cats were a joy to work on, and I like this whole scene of them interacting, as well as the autumn color palette that I ended up using for the whole thing. I think I had asked the client first, like, do you want, a spring tree, autumn tree, something like that? And I think we both decided upon autumn for the scene, which I think was a good call. It added this really, nice, warm, nostalgic kind of, family photo kind of feeling to the whole thing, which I really love. And I wanted to get this video out now because, it is the end of fall. We're finally getting into snow falling in Animal Crossing, as well as real life if you're lucky enough to live somewhere that it actually snows. During the winter. I am not. I live out in LA, and it's been nice and brisk and cool, alternating with some days that are high 70s, which I know for people is dream weather, but I do miss the snow. I miss it up to Christmas Day, and then after Christmas Day I wish it would just poof vanish. I'm one of those I like winter but in doses, I have been enjoying the cooler weather out here in California and kind of taking advantage of that when it has been cool and, lighting fall-scented candles and pretending that it's autumn. So you all have to let me know in the comments below whereabouts in the world do you live and how cold is it where you are. I'm mainly curious to see where everybody lives who watches my videos. Are you all Americans? Are you in other countries? And, there's been a couple comments from people who live overseas, and I find that fascinating how I've reached this small but mighty audience of people that live all over the world. I find that kind of interesting. So let me know how your late fall, early winter is going in your part of the world this time of year. Like I said, it's cool but not too cool out here, and I've been enjoying it. But also looking forward to the transition from fall into winter in Animal Crossing. I'm really looking forward to the holly bushes actually looking like they stand out against the white snow versus them kind of looking a little bit awkward and out of season in the fall, I believe it's December 10th or 15th when the first snow will start sticking to the ground in Animal Crossing, though a couple people have seen snow flurries already. I haven't logged into my game in a couple days, admittedly, so I have to go on there later and start buying toys for everybody to get ready for Toy Day. But I'm looking forward to seeing snow stick to the ground. I think it'll just make everything on my island look better, because I've been remodeling my island. If you guys have been to my dream address, it's going to look totally different by the time I update it for winter. I want to have Christmas stuff and lights everywhere. I've turned it from more of a tropical island with lots of palm trees to almost all the palm trees are gone except for a couple on the beach, and the rest have been replaced with you know, cedar trees, evergreen trees, because I'm hoping for a good chunk of them to get lights on them when that happens later in December. I'm excited to see which trees get lights. I'm hoping at least the two by my main plaza get Christmas lights on them. That would be so cute. Yeah, it's mainly cedar trees, a couple apple trees, and a couple pear trees, and then, like, my boyfriend's half of the island is more like a nature reserve, so there's a little more variety. There's, like, bamboo and palm trees up there, which makes more sense narratively for his part of the island. But the front half of the island, I've made it more like a resort. I want it to feel kind of like a 5-star resort island deal, so I have weird little spas and restaurants set up, and you know, I want it to feel kind of like a winter getaway spot in the winter, and then I'll revamp it for spring and summer to be a little more tropical destination, you know? So that's what I'm going with for my my half of the island. And I also fixed up part of, by my house, I made it like a little Santa's workshop. Like, I have a little brick wall, and inside of the brick wall area is like a workbench and a bunch of rocking horses, some unpainted, some painted different colors, like ring tosses and other toy items, and like the giant, you know, the huge baby bear, mama bear, papa bear up in the corner of it. Like, it's looking really cute is what I mean to say. And I also have the pole, the South Pole or North Pole, whatever it is, from Gulliver, excuse me, Gulliver item next to my workshop area to make it like, this is the North Pole where all the toys are made or whatever. So that's been really cute to work on. And it's going to look so much better when there's snow on the ground. Like, fall is fall is the best season in real life, but it's probably my least favorite in Animal Crossing. It revitalized the game and gave us more things to do in terms of like the mushrooms and the crafts and the maple leaves. So I love it for that. But the color of the ground, I can't get into it. It makes everything look so dusty to me. The brownish, goldenish hues. Maybe it's just my decor style doesn't match, because I've seen some amazing dream islands and island tours on YouTube of people who have an autumn theme, and they make it look like the most comfy storybook island that you want to live in and get cozy in forever. It doesn't really match my overall aesthetic or island design sensibilities. Though I do think the reddish hues that the trees have like now, like, you know, post maple leaf season or whatever, that reddish hue is really nice. Like, I can get into that, but the more yellowy browns and stuff is just not my cup of tea. I like the more reddish orange kind of autumn vibe myself. Luckily, autumn is pretty short-lived in Animal Crossing. Like, your grass is green more often than not in this game, varying shades of green. So between spring and summer, we get an overwhelming amount of beautiful, perfect green that makes everything look great. And then winter, the white is such a nice neutral base that I think everybody's island looks better in wintertime. Unless it's like, you know, super overly tropical, but I think that's also kind of fun. Like, I would be curious to see if anybody has like, you know, a tropical resort with little bars and tiki stuff and whatever, has that kind of vibe, but they just let it be winter instead of saving their dream address in summer and time traveling, because it'll have like a tropical freeze kind of moment to it. I really like how the palm trees especially look in winter, that like bluish greenish hue they have. I think that's a really beautiful color. So I'd be interested to see if somebody found a way to make the winter aesthetic blend with the tropical aesthetic in a way that visually like makes sense and looks interesting and cool. I think it would be fun to blend like tropical items with the frozen stuff. I think that would have like a vibe to it, you know? Again, people with much bigger imaginations than mine who are way better at decorating islands, I'm sure, could come up with a way to blend like the most, you know, opposite ends of the spectrum aesthetically and make it work. Did you guys redecorate your whole island for autumn, fall? Or are you going to have your dream address set to fall for a while? Or are you just waiting for winter like I am? Because I've been prepping my island for winter for like a couple months. I like redid the layout, built new bridges, and moved everybody's houses around except for a couple. It's going to be totally different, and this is just all in preparation for the snow to fall. It's just like getting ready for that, planting all my holly bushes and all my cedar trees and getting ready for winter. Yeah, like I'm looking at the art now actually, and I think I distinctly remember picking this orangish color from, I had a few different reference pictures of Animal Crossing Autumn pulled up. Because I think when I did this commission, it wasn't even autumn in real life. I think this was like July or August or something. I don't recall. But I had to Google like what the different phases of autumn trees looked like. And I'm like, yeah, definitely this orangier, redder one is better looking than the like more yellowy one. My only gripe with winter is, again, my same complaint about like when I talked about Turkey Day and every other holiday video. is that it looks like a lot of the Toy Day items we're not actually going to be able to unlock or receive until Toy Day, which kind of sucks. But I mean, next year's Christmas is going to be amazing because I'm going to have all the items. I wonder, I hope I have better luck getting the Frozen DIY stuff, because I have had no luck getting either the Maple DIYs or even the Nature's Bounty stuff. I was looking for the Nature's Bounty Arch DIY for, months since it was a thing you could obtain. I still don't have it, so I'm gonna have to trade with somebody that has an extra DIY or something, because I just wanted an archway for my little shopping plaza. That's all I wanted, is just like one or two of those arches. And I don't have the DIY yet. A lot of people struggled with getting the mushroom DIYs, I've noticed, in like Animal Crossing groups. Like, they're like, this whole time I've been popping every single balloon I see and I only have 2 DIYs for the mushroom set. I got those so fast. I don't know what kind of weird RNG we all have with the balloons, but I got all the mushroom items super duper fast. Like within I think within 2 or 3 days, I had every single mushroom DIY. And to be fair, I was doing a lot of like terraforming, so I was on the game for, 3 hours or more. So that's a lot of time to pop balloons, but still, I got them all in close succession to each other. Like, I definitely got all those DIYs really quickly and was able to make all the mushroom stuff that I wanted for myself and my boyfriend very quickly. Maple stuff, the only maple stuff I got, I'm pretty sure, was the little acorn bag, pochette, however you say it, and the umbrella, the maple leaf umbrella. I'm pretty sure those are the only 2 maple leaf DIYs I have. And the Nature's Bounty, all I have is the little figurine acorn looking guy. And I have like the pile of leaves, or was that a maple leaf one? I don't know. I have the pile of leaves, and I have the little tree that Isabel gives you the DIY for. I don't have any of the other stuff. And I wanted the big tree and the archway so bad, but I just never got them. And I think they're not spawning anymore in balloons because it's like the end of maple season. So I think I've missed my chance to get them without trading them from someone, but I will acquire them one way or another. It's just frustrating that I got the whole mushroom set so fast, but I didn't get any of that other stuff like at all. So all that's to say is that I hope that we get the Frozen DIYs. They're like easier to obtain. I liked it a lot with the spooky stuff, that you could also learn those recipes from your villagers. Because I don't know about you guys, I'm so sick of going into my villagers' houses and they're crafting stuff that you already have DIYs for by default, like the tiki torch. Why would they ever want us to have that DIY? Like, we have it at the beginning of the game, I'm pretty sure. Like, before we learn anything, we know the tiki torch. But they're crafting that, and then they're like, here, give this to someone else. Who am I going to give it to? I don't understand the point of those recipes, because, like, you already have the tiki torch from the beginning of the game. I don't know, I don't understand it, but my villagers have been crafting a lot of crap, and the last time they were useful was during spooky season, because they were actually giving out the DIYs for the seasonal stuff. They should do that all the time, in my opinion, because they craft so much crap. I don't think I've gotten a new DIY except for like a flower crown or something I don't care about in months. It's all been stuff I already know. So that would be great if we could get the Frozen DIYs from villagers instead of just balloons and stuff. I think that'd be awesome. Regardless of my constant complaining about Animal Crossing, I am actually excited for winter in the game and the Frozen items and all the Toy Day stuff. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So you guys let me know, did you get all the fall DIY stuff that you were looking for in terms of the mushroom set, the maple set, and the Nature's Bounty set? Are you still on the hunt for those DIYs or items? And are you looking forward to winter, or are you sad to see fall go? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you all in next week's video. Peace out.